K99 Don Rocks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lucky Loyd. I'm here in the newsroom tonight for a special news bulletin. The NASA probe OSIRIS-MAX has completed its touch-and-go maneuver on the asteroid Bennu that passed between the Earth and the Moon earlier today. It's now about to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and splash down in the Gulf of Mexico. This marks the first time extraterrestrial material has been retrieved since men brought rocks back from the moon. I'll be back with more updates later on this special event. I'm Lucky Loyd. Now back to your program. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt the program to bring you a special news bulletin. The OSIRIS probe that retrieved dust and rocks from the asteroid earlier today has malfunctioned and re-entered the Earth's atmosphere at the wrong angle. The probe was expected to splash down to the Gulf of Mexico, but it is now expected to break up somewhere in the atmosphere over central Alabama. Authorities say they expect the probe to largely disintegrate on re-entry and say that much of the region is unoccupied forest land owned by the power company. Stay tuned for more updates. I'm Lucky Loyd in the K99 Don Rocks News Center. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt with another important announcement. NASA now says debris from the OSIRIS-MAX probe, which broke up on re-entry after retrieving material from the asteroid earlier today, will fall in central Alabama, more likely in the Birmingham metropolitan area. Authorities are advising people in Birmingham to get off the roads and find some place to shelter immediately. Get inside a sturdy structure, go to the centermost room, and cover your head. This is not a drill. I repeat, debris from the OSIRIS-MAX probe, which broke up on re-entry after retrieving material from the asteroid earlier today, will fall in central Alabama, most likely in the Birmingham metropolitan area. Get inside a sturdy structure and go to the centermost room and cover your head. This is not a drill. Stay tuned to this station for more updates. This is Lucky Loyd in the K99 Rocks News Center. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, this is Lucky Loyd coming to you from our Tom Sound Studios on 1st Avenue North, just east of Slaw's Furnace. At this time, debris from the OSIRIS-MAX NASA probe has struck the Birmingham metropolitan area, including the broadcast towers atop Red Mountain. All TV and FM radio broadcasts are currently off the air. The power is out over most of the downtown area, and many telephone lines are down and power lines are down as well. Cell phone communication has been knocked out downtown. We are operating on emergency generator power. We broadcast on the internet, which seems to still be functional. I'll stay in the studio and give you live updates as events progress. This is Lucky Loyd in the K99 Rocks News Center. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this broadcast for a special news bulletin. I have now a statement that has been released by the power company concerning today's news events. It reads, today, the NASA probe OSIRIS-MAX broke up on re-entry and large pieces of debris rained on the city of Birmingham. In the downtown areas, the broadcast towers atop Red Mountain were hit. 3 have been toppled and the 4th has been damaged and is not functional at this time. Power is out in most of the downtown areas, but we are assured that crews are on their way to assess and repair the damage. We are asking everyone in the city to shelter in place and stay out of downtown until we can effect repairs. We expect no ill effects from the small amount of asteroid debris that might have been scattered over the city. Stay tuned to the radio station for further events as they unfold. This is Lucky Loyd in the K99.Rocks News Center. Now back to your regular program. K99.Rocks. Hi, this is Lucky Loyd in our Tom Sound Studios on 1st Avenue North and 41st Street, downtown Birmingham. We were down for a few moments. Our generator ran out of fuel as we are on generator power here this evening. Since the power is out over most of Birmingham, we have enough fuel to last all night long, so we should be here for a while. If for whatever reason the live signal goes dead for a few moments, the automation will take over. So if you notice we drop away for a moment and the music starts playing, that's what's going on. All right, a lot has happened this evening. So to bring you up to date, here's what we know right now. The NASA probe OSIRIS-MAX that picked up rocks and dust from the asteroid Bennu earlier today broke up on re-entry, and pieces of the probe have crashed in the Birmingham metropolitan area. Several of the TV antennas have been knocked down, and power is out in the metropolitan area. We also know that whatever material the probe collected from the asteroid has been spilled over the city. Now, whatever effect that may have on citizens is yet to be determined. So that's where we are at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take you back to regular programming, and I will be back shortly with more updates. This is Lucky Loyd live in the K99.Rocks studio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lucky Loyd in the K99.Rocks studios at Tom Sound on 1st Avenue North downtown. I have a bulletin from the Associated Press here. It says Birmingham residents are advised to go immediately in their homes or places of business, lock their doors and windows, and shelter in place. While authorities say there is no cause for alarm, numerous calls have come into 911 operators reporting strange psychotic behavior in what is believed to be members of Birmingham's homeless population. What were thought to be a mob of looters at first now seems to be numerous unrelated attacks on citizens around the city, and authorities are moving into strategic positions to control the violence. I repeat, citizens are advised to go in their homes or places of business, lock their doors and windows, and shelter in place. We will be back shortly with more details. This is Lucky Loyd in the K99.Rocks News Center. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lucky Loyd again, coming to you live from the K99.Rocks studios on 1st Avenue North, downtown Birmingham. Birmingham authorities have just released this urgent bulletin. People in the Birmingham metropolitan area are advised to immediately find shelter in a sturdy structure and lock your doors and windows, as roaming bands of what appear to be vandals are taking advantage of a citywide blackout to wreak havoc in the downtown area. Authorities report numerous 911 calls reporting assaults, murders, and other violent activity seemingly without provocation. Police are doing the best they can to control the situation, but communications are limited as the broadcast towers atop Red Mountain have been destroyed. The debris from the NASA probe OSIRIS-MAX that fell on the city has some 30 deaths now attributed to it. So far this evening, and the ambulances continue to pick up casualties. The dust that the NASA probe retrieved from asteroid Bennu earlier today has been scattered over the city and is now believed to have a strange, intoxicating effect on anyone who inhales the particles. The homeless population have seemed to have been affected, as have many people who were outside at the time of the event. Authorities are advising that you avoid contact with anyone who appears unstable on their feet or whose speech is slurred. Again, Birmingham residents are advised to shelter in place until further notice. We will have more updates as this situation unfolds. I'm Lucky Loyd in the K99.Rocks News Center.